up, guys? This is Brandon and we're back with a brand new video. Before we get to the review, I have a secret to tell. You guessed it, we're doing a giveaway. Stay to the end of the video because I have a few rules to give you a chance to win this giveaway. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Give us a huge thumbs up and hit that notification bell. Guys, I know I've done a review on the Scuf Vantage, and at one time I thought that it was a good controller. You know, it had some perks to it, but the firmware update, after playing with it a little bit longer after the update, it just we started having more trouble out of the controller. So I'm not really pleased with it, and Scuf has to get their stuff together when it comes to the Vantage. Now this is the Scuf Impact, and it is very similar as far as the paddle layout goes. It's not as easy to map the paddles like you could on the Vantage. So that was a perk that the Vantage had versus this. There is a few things I liked on the Scuf Vantage that the Impact doesn't have, like the face plate. You can just pull it off. If anybody watched the Vantage video, you guys know how easy it is to accessorize the Vantage. This one right here, it's going to take a little bit more work to get this the way you want it. As far as the joysticks and things like that go, you won't have an issue with that. There's a little piece that comes with it. You just turn these off, pull the joysticks out, swap them out, do what you got to do with them. These paddles are very similar to the Scuf Vantage. All you want to do is push the paddle up and then twist out, and they're going to come off, and you can change these out or whatever. They do feel a little flimsy. I haven't had no issues with them, but I'm not really hard on my controllers. I don't throw them around, things like that. So I feel that this controller is a little bit better than the Scuf Vantage as far as durability goes. To put it back on there, just slide it down and it's back on there. Now the mapping is a little trickier on this Scuf Impact, so you have to buy this EMR key in order to map these paddles. If you do not buy this EMR key, you will not be able to map these paddles, so make sure you check that when you go to the website to get this controller. And guys, what you want to do, this is a magnetic key, and if you just set it right here, whoopsie, if you just set it right there above that barcode, you know it's magnetic, it's going to stay on there. Before you put this EMR key on here, you want to go ahead and hold down the paddle you want to map, and I'm just going to hold down this paddle right here, and then I'm going to stick the key on it. And then whatever you want that paddle to be, make sure you got that paddle still in, then you can hit any button on here. Once you press that button in, you can release both of them. Take the key off, you're finished. Any button on this controller can be mapped to these paddles except for the up and down on the D-pad. I don't know why they done it, but that is the way they done it, because on the Vantage I had down as my insta edit, and when I went to map this for down, it wouldn't work. So done some digging and found out that up and down are the only two buttons that you cannot map for these paddles. If you want to change these triggers out for longer triggers, if your hands are bigger or whatever the case, just pick up on the back and they'll pop off, okay? And you can just change those right out. You also have an Allen key that goes into this little hole, and that is going to adjust your higher triggers. Once you get those adjusted in, you want to play with it before you actually get into a regular game. Go to like some kind of playground mode or whatever game you're playing, to where you're not in an actual battle. And you want to adjust on these and make sure that that hair trigger is exactly where you want it. And once you get it tightened down or loosened up to your specification, just put your trigger cover back on, push down, and you're good to go. Now back here you have trigger stops on both of your triggers, and I have my fire button. I had the trigger stop on, that way it just goes so far and you can release. My aim, I have it with the trigger stop off, so it gives me a better feel for aiming in and out. The paddles, they seem better, like easier to push than the Scuf Vantage, and you know, I really like this controller. I have to say that I played with it quite a bit here lately, and It's just, it's really growing on me. I love it. So far, I have had the Strikepack, and I've had the Scuf Vantage, and now the Scuf Impact. Out of the Scuf Vantage and the Strikepack was my favorite setup, just because of, I guess, the stick drift, stuff like that threw me off on the Vantage. And there was a few other issues. The buttons were a little hard to push on the back. But now that I've been playing with this Scuf Impact, I switch back and forth every now and then and go back to the Strikepack just to get the feel for both of them, make sure that I'm making the right decision on which one I like the best. And I have to say, guys, I really like the Scuf Impact the best out of all the controllers. You can set your controller up any way you want on the website. You can change just about everything on it, colors, whatever you want to do. It's very simple. My left paddle right now is instant edit, which it's always been like that, guys. You know me, that's what I do. My right paddle is now my track picker, so I'm pretty comfortable with those two for instant edit and track picker, and it feels pretty good for me, and that's the way I've been running with it. Left analog is jump, X is my auto sprint. And yeah, everything else is the same, guys. I'm over here on the Scuf website, and I'm going to put that in the description below. That way you guys can get over here to this website and get your controller and get it customized. I'm going to show you a little bit about it real quick. We're just going to scroll down, Scuf Impact. You got the two controllers. Right here you have the round D-pad. Looks like two customized thumbsticks. You also have the long triggers over here on the left. As we scroll down, you'll see it says 4 removable paddles. We'll just scroll on down. Right here's the EMR key I was telling you guys about. And if you don't get this key, this shows you what layout the paddles are at right now. Scroll on down, then you got the cable retention system. Over here you have the different thumbsticks, the impact ring and lock system. This is what you have over here, and that is the key right here that takes this impact ring off, so you can actually change your thumbsticks out, but you can also get those colored. You have yellow, pink, orange, red. Yeah, you see what colors we have right here. Come on down to trigger control system. Now here's the military grade Scuf grip. I do have the red military grade Scuf grip, but obviously you can change it to any color you pretty much want that they have. You got the green, which I have the green as well on a different controller, blue, red, whatever, and you can see all the different styles that they have. And I mean they look good. They really do, for real. So if you want to order your controller, just go over here to the right in the yellow. You will see shop all. Let's go ahead and click on it up here, and I'm just going to quickly go into build yours. Okay, the first thing it's going to ask you when you click on the build yours, this is for a Scuf Impact custom controller, standard at the moment, $149.95. You got the EMR remapping key. If you want to remap these paddles, it's going to cost you $14.95. Go ahead and click on that. Now it's going to show you price over here on the left, $164.90. Now, next thing you have is trigger and grip options. I mean, you can pretty much see what you have right here. Down here, this is for your military grade. You can add that. I have red. Now this is $19.95 for this military grade. So I'm just gonna add that. It's $184.85. I have the red right here. It's $16.95 for that. It's $201.80. All right, right here's your shell design. I just left mine black. Didn't want to add an extra $10 for that additional shell design, but you can get anything you want on here. Choose your color kit. I left that stock as well, but you can change that for extra $4, it looks like. Choose thumbstick. You have dome long, concave long. That's what you have. You just have a regular PS4. I use the PS4 standard because I like using Kontrol Freeks, and that's the only way you're gonna get those suckers on. Left thumbstick color, right thumbstick color. D-pad, you can go with the original, the round black, round white. Rumbles in or out. If you have the rumbles taken out, it's going to cost you an extra $4 to have them taken out. Once you're ready to check out, just hit add to cart. Of course, I'm at $201.80. That's what the price of this controller was, guys. $201.80. And when you're ready, just hit continue. And there you go. Alright guys, this is the Strikepack, and I'm just going to hit on a few points real quick. It has 2 paddles, unlike the Scuf having 4 paddles, but guys, all you need is 2 paddles, to be honest. If you want a cheap Scuf, right here's the only route to go, because it's just $40. You're not going to have to spend $400 or $200 on a Pro controller when you can just hook this up to your standard PS4 controller. Now, in order to enter into this giveaway, it's on this video. You have to type in the comment section, Strikepack Giveaway. Also, you have to be a subscriber. For those that do not know what a Strikepack is, I did make a video on the Strikepack, and I'm going to put that in the description below, and it will also be at the end of this video. You will see it pop up in the video, and you can just click on it, go over and check the Strikepack out. That way you guys know a little bit more about it. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, and hit that thumbs up and ring that notification bell.